She's old, yeah, yeah. So many of us gotta what to say. But we don't have the mix, but we can listen, yeah. Things that we sharpen our vision, yeah. Oh, yeah. Negativity getting out of the way. But listening to us that we bring life, yeah. Plus it's the voice of an angel, yeah. Dr. Oche, visionary, extraordinary. That bunny like it been trying to help us. We sitting bringing life to the dream. That's all we hear, Ruthie, that's happy, and she's so, yeah. Transforming one life at a time. The best voice that you have, the Oche keep on speaking for us. You're the voice you want to hear. Yes. You have the positivity. Dr. Oche keep on speaking for us. Dr. Oche, visionary, extraordinary. Ooh, yeah. Dr. Oche, visionary, extraordinary. Oche keep speaking for us.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Another beautiful day in the land of the living. Beautiful, beautiful day. If you're watching me from wherever you're watching me from, if you get to watch this broadcast later, thank you for joining me. It's Monday, day 14. Yes, we are on day 14 of our 21-day challenge, and it is such... oh my God, it's been a learning experience. I mean, I think we should all be getting better every single day. We should all be learning more and more every day. We should never stop learning so we don't stop growing. All right, so to bring you guys the word for today. The word for today is joy. Joy. Yesterday, we talked about occupying space, and I hope that, you started up this week with a new resolve to take up some space. Just take up space. You don't need anybody's permission, right? But today I'm talking about joy, maintaining your joy. Please, if anything ever that I've learned in life, going through the ups and the downs, the peaks and the mountains and the valleys, whatever it is you get to go through, never, ever lose your joy. Never, ever lose your joy. Do not let another human being determine your joy. I guess your joy scale or something like that. I was trying to look for the word. Do not let another human being determine the level of your joy. Joy is something that doesn't come from the exterior. So let's clarify what joy is. Some people misunderstand or mix up joy and happiness. I will be happy if somebody gives me a nice new car, if someone brings me a cup of coffee, if someone buys me a nice gift, or pays me a compliment. That could make me very happy. But my joy is something that I generate from within. I am fully responsible at 100, let's just say 110%, fully responsible for my joy spectrum. That is not up to anybody but myself. It does not matter what is going on around me. I am fully responsible for maintaining or losing my joy. Sorry, my lips are dry and chapped. Let me just do a little. Yeah, this live broadcasting, people get to see me do all manners of things. It is well. All right, let's keep going, guys. That's it. We're humans, right? It's all part of the process. So please, never ever lose your joy. Your joy is sort of like, think about your joy as the foundational element that allows you to generate more and more of all of the abundance that you want from life. Your ability to stay consistently happy, to stay consistently positive, to consistently stay in a state of, I don't want to say equilibrium, but yeah, that might be it. But a little bit to the right of equilibrium. Like if you're balanced, like you're not happy, you're not sad, you're just there. Yeah, okay, that's good. But let's kind of move over to the right. Let's be happy. Let's have some positive thoughts going through our mind. Let's have some endorphins flowing through our body. No matter what is happening around you, no matter what the situation is, try to be the generator of joy for yourself. And it really doesn't just impact you, because your ability to be joyful impacts your creativity. For me, when I'm in a bad, nasty mood, or I'm just sad, depressed, worried, anxious, it's like my creative juices stop flowing. I'm not able to effectively communicate. Hey, Juliana, thanks for joining me. I'm not able to do anything. But when I'm excited, when I'm happy, even if it's not for any reason other than the fact that I was able to just generate that positive energy from within, think of some thoughts maybe from my past, or maybe project into the future to imagine some amazing things that I really would love to see happen, even though it has not happened yet. And I'm able to generate positive emotions from those thought processes. It really allows my body to feel differently. It allows me to move different. It allows me to think different. It allows me to be more productive. It allows me to have more clarity, like the brain fog that we experience when when someone is in a state of depression. When people say they're depressed, they're sad, that is extreme sadness when they're really, really low. It's like they feel like there's a fog in the brain, like they can't really see clearly. There's nothing you can tell that person. It's always going to be gloom and doom. So imagine when it's gloom and doom, that's like there's no clarity. There is no satisfaction. There is nothing good that they can see. They can't see their way through beyond where they are in that moment. That is the opposite of joy. So that's why it's so important for you guys on this day 14. Joy is our word. The Bible talks about that you will draw from the streams of joy, that you will draw your abundance. So anything that we're really getting from God has to come from a place of that excitement. He says, rejoice in the Lord. Again, I say rejoice. He says, with joy, you will draw from the well of salvation. That means anything that you're looking to draw out of the spiritual, out of the non-existence into the existing realm, it has to be done with joy. You cannot draw goodness out of like, I'm so mad at you, come here. No, nothing is going to come out of that. You're only going to multiply the negative effects that you're already experiencing. But if you want to switch things around, you might just want to have to let me give you some actionable steps, because I believe in giving actionable steps. I don't like just telling you, do this, what's that? No, be positive, be motivated. No. Let's take it one by one. What can I do? If I am in a state of negativity, I'm like so sad, something bad just happened to me. I just got a really bad news and it's like, I don't know what to do. How do I get out of this funk, right? Let's talk about it. Abisola Fashion Outfits, thanks for joining as well. So let's talk about it. You're sad, you're upset, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're anxious, you're depressed. That is the time to stop, literally, physically, stop everything you're doing, close your eyes and take several deep breaths. Like when you breathe in deeply, it actually circulates a lot of oxygen into your body and it gets rid of CO2, because oftentimes we don't realize it that while you're upset and angry, you are depriving your body, you're depriving your cells of oxygen. And oxygen is the life-giving air that God gives us. And when your body and your brain is deprived of oxygen, the functions are limited. And that's why when someone is in a state of depression, anxiety, most times they say, I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I'm losing my breath. I feel like, and sometimes some people go to like a very hyper anxious state where they're hyperventilating and things like that because they feel like they're going out of breath, because they're panicking. Some, when they're depressed and they're so low, it's like there's no life in them. That is like a lifeless state. And you see someone like, they look like they're dead. It's like the walking dead. That is the actual expression that happens when your body, your brain, your cells is starved of oxygen. Oxygen is life. We are life-giving spirits. We are created in God's image, and He breathed His air into us. And the only way that you actually get to experience the joy and the excitement of life is when you take in oxygen. So that is why when you feel sad, anxious, depressed, and all those negative emotions, stop and take several deep breaths. The more you get the breath going into you, the oxygen, you will automatically, physiologically, it's a physiological reaction. Your body will start to feel a little better. In essence, your brain will also start to slow down and it will start to feel, you might not just be like, hey, I'm happy now. No, but it sort of shifts you a little bit away from the negative emotion. It allows you to immediately gain some level of clarity. Now, once we do the breath exercise, the breathing exercises, then we can actually start to quiet our minds. This is really tough. It's not something that you can do one time and expect to master it. It is a repeated cycle. You have to do it over and over and over and over again. They usually say it takes about 21 days to master a new habit. Yes, that's why we're doing the 21-day challenge. So you now start to train yourself to shut down and begin to visualize something better. Visualize, if you have to go to the past to get a picture of something that made you really, really excited at some point in time, something that you were so happy about, try to pull that picture from your memory bank and put it right in front of you, in your mind's eye, and try to focus on that. Even if it's for like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever the increments are, just do that and try to see how it sort of shifts you from the extreme negative, and it might just get you to the center. It might not get you all the way to the excitement, euphoric moment that my voice is expressing in this moment of joy and excitement. No, but it will shift you out of that dark, gloomy place to a center. And then from a centered place, you can now begin to progressively advance towards the positive vibes that we're talking about. And that is where you will continually try to quiet your mind, take deep breaths, try to visualize. And then, from the visualization stage, then you can actually advance to the meditative stage. When you're able to visualize, then you're actually able to now progress into proper meditation. That is where your mind is quiet and you are just really focused on maybe one thing. And then you actually, it helps you to shift your consciousness into your subconscious to your consciousness. And then that allows you to really transform your emotions. It's a work in progress, guys. Everything that I just highlighted, trust me, it didn't happen for me one day. And I tell you, for real, I'm still working on it. There's days when it takes me a little bit longer to shift my energy. But I understand now how important it is for me to be constantly aware of how I'm feeling in every moment. How do I feel? If I'm dwelling on a thought, maybe something that happened, I'm now better at snapping myself out of it, like, no, those thoughts are negative. That's negative. You cannot focus on that. How long have you been thinking about it? Okay, let's shift the narrative. Let's change the movie playing in our heads. Let's try to shift it to something else. What would I like to see happen in this moment? What are some things that could really put a smile on my face in this moment? And then I do that. And I might just the monkey brain might just take over for a little bit, when you get a little bit, you become unaware. Or when you go into that mode where you are just operating subconsciously, you're doing mindless activities, those are the moments where the monkey brain, the monkey mind takes over. That's when you start bringing back all those negative things that really put you in a funk, and you start thinking of those things again. So being self-aware, being self-conscious, being self-aware, I cannot say it enough, at all moments is really one of the main things that you could do for yourself to help maintain your joy status. Your joy status is not up to anybody. It's not up to your husband. For those of you who are married and say, oh, my husband doesn't make me happy. No, that's not his job description. When he took those vows, he did not say, I vow to make, I don't know, maybe he did, but even if he did, he lied. Or even if she did, that's a lie. No human being has the capacity or the ability to instill joy in you. You have to choose by yourself, for yourself, in yourself, through yourself alone, to be happy. You have to choose your happy, and you have to bring it out from the place of joy. Your happiness is a byproduct of the joy that you carry, or the joy that you've generated from within. Happiness is not the end all be all. You have to be in a constant state of generating joy in order to stay like a happy person. You see, it's like, why are you always so happy? Why are you always so excited? Because they have figured out the secret that in order for them to have and be everything they need to be in this life, no matter what is going on in the world, they choose to continue to generate joy. And that's why those people, you see them, it seems like everything always seems to work out for them. But it's not so. Everything might not necessarily work out for them the way we're assuming it is, but they give the appearance of everything is always okay because they have made the conscious decision to stay in that position of joy, no matter what. Nothing shifts them. And I'm not saying nothing shifts them, because I'm sure everybody has something that would kind of throw them off for every now and then. But some people have mastered the ability to bounce back faster than most of us. And that's where we all need to be. And that's how we keep our joy. And from that place of joy is where we generate all of the abundance, the goodness, the love, the kindness. Even on days when I'm having a hard time doing the things that I've promised myself that I'm going to do, I find out that those are the days when I have allowed my monkey brain to just run wild, to be just I haven't been accountable to myself. I haven't stayed accountable to my thoughts. I haven't stayed accountable to my consciousness or my subconscious state. I haven't stayed accountable to how is it that I'm feeling in every moment, right? So please, guys, if you lose anything in this life, do not lose your joy. Keep your joy, because out of that place of joy is where you're going to be able to generate anything else that you really want to see happen in your life. Thank you guys for joining me again on day 14. This is day 14. Yay! Let's give it up. 21-day challenge, day 14. 21-day challenge, day 14. Excited about that. I don't know if you are, but I am. I am so proud of me. I am so proud of you guys. And I really appreciate everyone who's always supported. Those of you who come live with me, those of you who get to view the videos after the fact, that's okay. If you listen to any message on any day and you find it valuable and you feel like someone else might be able to benefit from it, feel free to share the video. There's love in sharing, guys. So share the video with other people and let them get the benefit of gaining some life and growth from our 21 days challenge. All right, y'all, that's all I have for you today. This is Dr. OJ, the Med Spa professor. You know what? I love you. Mwah. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow on day 15, of course.
Yeah. Oh, no. She's old, yeah.
Bye, guys.
So many of us gotta what to say. But we don't have the mix, but we can listen, yeah. This that we sharpen our vision, yeah. Oh, yeah. Negativity getting out of the way. But listening to us that we bring life.